Hello everyone, welcome to a video on tips and tricks on a beginner's guide, if you will, on 7 Days to Die console. I'm currently on the PS4, and if you're looking for a few things you need to know to start off the game, you might want to start with collecting some materials such as stone and fiber and also wood, just so you can make it through the first day with everything you need to go ahead and bring your tool level up throughout the night. Normally I would recommend you collect all your materials, stay indoors in the night, and go ahead and make a lot of pickaxes. And early on in the game, when you make a lot of picks, they will level up every time you make one. Later on it takes a few. So let's go ahead and make a few picks here. Let's go ahead. Oh, what am I missing here? Plant fibers. Alright, we'll make a few picks and let's see if we can get it to go up in the level. Wait 1 second here, let's take a look. Okay, that didn't work. Let's keep going here. The higher you get, the longer it will take to do this, but there we go. So it took 1, 2, 3, roughly about 18 to level up from 460 to 463 to 464. Early on in the game, though, it will be much faster than that. You will go up one level until you hit about 200, and then after that you'll need 2 or 3 picks, and then at 300 you'll need 3 or 4, and then so on and so forth. So it gets a little harder as you go on, but you will gain a lot of experience early on, and that's why I would recommend you go ahead and collect all your materials and do this throughout your first couple of nights, getting ready for Horde Night. And then also you should make a lot of frames here, wooden frames, and go ahead and upgrade those and start your base, as those will also give you a lot of skill points, which will give you an early lead. Now end game, ultimately, to build something like this, you're going to need one of these. You got to get your hands on your auger, and the easiest way to get your auger is through the trader. So don't forget, finish your territorial in the corner, and it will show you where the nearest trader is. I recommend that you build somewhere near him so the travel is not that great. Also, in regards to building, you're going to want to build near a desert. Not necessarily in the desert, but near a desert. So, and the reason for this is, if you are making a base made of cement, it does take sand, and it's just easier. Also, with diamonds and gold and silver ore being in the desert, you want to build close to one. So if you look on my map here, my trader is right here, and also right here, and also right here. And this is I also have one shortly down here. So I'm very close to a bunch of traders. And if you're interested, this seed is Midnight Society, and a few other things here. So your skill points and your skill tree. The most important skill for me is probably Miner 49er. Right here, early on. That will help you a lot. But the first skill I normally pick is Sexual Tyrannosaurus, as it'll give you a stamina boost, and it's really annoying to run out of stam early on in the game. It's not really quite necessary right off the rip, but it's always the first one I get. The second one, this is probably your most beneficial early on, is the quicker crafting, because that will allow you to make your picks quicker and allow you to earn more skill points in a much faster manner. So there is a few. Secret stash is a must if you're going to visit the trader and try to get your auger, as he will unlock more things for you. So this is definitely something you want to look into. Those perks right there, along with Miner 49er, Sexual Tyrannosaurus, these are all must-have perks. And of course your cement mixing perk. And as regards to a mine, I'll just jump on my bike over here and I'll have you take a look at some of the stuff we're building here and how I go about getting stone. Let's see. Sorry about the castle here, it's not finished. You will excuse it. We'll just head over here. So I do have an underground mine where I mine throughout the night without fear of zombies attacking me. No one likes getting hit in the back while you're working, but I more recommend creating a, I guess you would call it a quarry, if you will. And the main reason I more recommend making a quarry is you have a less cause of cave-in. So if you're in a cave-in and you get killed by the cave-in, your bag will be lost. It will be crushed by whatever falls on you. So this particular way of mining eliminates that risk. So if you see, I mined right on the edge of the grassland and desert. So I have everything I need to collect cement. We have our sand here and we have our rock here, which is perfect because you just in this one area you collect everything you need to get cement. And I'll just show you, since I'm over here, some of the perks of building near a trader. In addition to having an auger and chainsaws and nail guns and various other things you need that are harder to find in the game. Eventually you will find them, but this is just a much faster way, especially if you have friends and everyone needs one. It's just much faster. Also, the main reason for building in the desert, and the number one reason, is the oil shell. Oil shell is everything because that's the gas. That's the gas you need to run your auger. It's very expensive and very consuming to run an auger. If you're digging in the desert and collecting oil shell, which does appear around layer 20 and various other layers, but I found layer 20 was layer negative 20, excuse me.
How about
now
I
let's
empty
take a look
your
here. Here's your
pockets?
secret stash, and this is why you want the perk secret stash. You look, he has an auger blade here, he has a nail gun, he has a complete intact auger right here. You got your auger blades, which you could take and buy this auger blade. It's level 32 auger blade. Take it to your workstation. With a little bit of know-how, you could take this way higher than 32. You'll carry various other things, mining helmets and things. And the decoratives, he does sell decorative items that you cannot make, such as old sinks and various other good decorative
You
items.
don't buy
So I do
something next
recommend
time,
that you visit
I'll
him.
shoot you.
And another thing he does have as well is resources, and his resources are quite valuable. A lot of times he will have mechanical parts, plastic parts, and some of the things that are harder to find in bulk. For the price is not that bad.
I'd go
So when you
broke
find a
with more
treasure map, please
customers
seek
like
them out
you.
because it is worth it. Even though they don't always yield the best loot, but you know. So I highly recommend you build near your trader, build near a desert if possible, because otherwise you will be mining to the desert to have an auger. Well, there's a few other benefits to living in the desert as well, such as the cactus, which is also my bane. I hate cactus. I run them over all the time and they break your mini bike. Also, a few things about the 7-day trap here. Now, this is the way we do our 7-day trap. There is a risk of dying from police, but every other zombie is really just easygoing. So if a police walks up to us here and explodes, he can kill us on the inside, although I made a bigger trap that allows us to take a step back and not die. And I'll do a tutorial on that trap and various other forms of traps and things coming up. Also, a greenhouse is very important. I found that cornbread was the most sustainable way to bring your wellness up, just because it was relatively inexpensive to make, with some water and some corn, and because it has low hunger, it doesn't fill you up quickly. You can eat more of it, which would allow you to gain more wellness off of the same hunger. So if you're completely hungry from 0 to 100, you would gain more wellness from eating cornbread than you would meat, because meat would fill you up. You'd only be able to eat 4 meat. So just to keep in mind, the two things you should probably grow for sure are cornbread and the red tea, because instead of drinking water, you might as well drink red tea and bring your wellness up to 250. Now, and that'll do it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any tips or tricks or questions that you would like me to add or answer, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and you guys have a good day.